This is a tutorial for a chorus of St. Thomas I posted the other day. I'm just going to break down and explain some of the components in this. I'm not going to play it exactly like I played it, but I want to give you some building blocks so you can arrange them in a way that works for you and that you can understand and use. So I start off by thinking of a C triad, C, E, and G, and I'm going to apply this bebop concept of playing the note, going down a half step, and then coming back into the note. So I do that for the C, I do that for the E, and also for the G. When I'm on the G, that's actually the flat 7 of the A7 chord, and I'm going to descend that arpeggio. So I have G, E, C, sharp. Then I'm going to play the flat 9, which is B flat, and then A, which is the root, G, which is the flat 7 again, and from there I'm thinking of how I want to encircle the F, and the F is the third of the D minor 7 chord, which comes up next. So I'm going to play, I played that G, then I have an F sharp, an E, and then an F, and that's the note I wanted to emphasize. So at the F, then I'm thinking A, which is the 5th, C is the flat 7, and then I have that E there, which is the 9. And I think I went down and played E flat or D sharp. That's the sharp 5 of the G7 chord there, which I think sounds kind of cool. And then back here, I think I did some kind of Charlie Christian-ish thing there. Second line, similar concepts to the first. I think I did something on the higher strings. You could figure that out on your own if you'd like it, but no new significant concepts there. Third line, E minor 7 flat 5. I'm going to start on the root of the E minor 7 flat 5, so E, G, B flat, D. Neat thing about 2-5-1s is that the flat 7 of the 2 chord half steps down to become the third of the 5 chord. The 5 chord here is A7. C sharp is the third of A7. Then I did some kind of triplet E thing. Not sure exactly, that might be it. I do that a lot. I'll let you figure that out. Those embellishments are really important and they're really kind of characteristic of the individual player. So I'll let you figure that out. I do a similar thing over the D minor 7 to G7, and then I start on the root of the 2 chord, which is D, F, A, C, and then I half step that C, which is the flat 7 of the 2 chord. Down a half step it becomes B, which is the third of the G7 chord. Then I did some other little flourish there, which again, make your own up. And then the last line, I played chords. So I'm thinking C6, C dominant 9, and a G string root, F major 7, and a D string root, F sharp diminished 7, and a high E string root if you're thinking of it that way. And then I think I did a G13 and a G7, and then C6. Now this looks like an A minor 7 chord because it is. Those things are kind of the same thing, which is a weird and cool thing about music. So I hope that helps you kind of understand a little bit more about how to approach a solo like this, or at least one way you can, or at least the way that I did. As a guitar teacher, I've been doing this for a long time. My big thing is teaching the fundamentals of music. You got to know your notes, you got to know your scales, you got to know how things sound. You got to know how to read. You got to do all the things to get to the point where you can really see this stuff and play with it. There should be some play all at various points of your development as a musician, at all points of your development as a musician. But I think to play bebop especially, you have to know the guitar really well. You have to know your instrument. So that's one of my favorite things to work on with students. So if you're interested in lessons, check out leadcatpress.com and drop me an email. I teach private lessons as well as group classes. So thanks for checking this out. Hope to see you again soon.